Hi. Well, hello. So I'm just going to do a quick video of just everything that I'm looking at over the for the next week and everything that's gone on in the past week. Um, Once again, really bad at taking videos. Getting better at little shorts though, um, especially for the updates for NZD CHF. So OddCAD, if you watch any videos, support and resistance is where I'm at. So I just find supports and resistance on the daily levels, maybe some 4 hours. Look for entries in, and then management is done by hedging, and we'll go from there. So as you can see here, I have my zones marked up in the two different levels that I'm looking at for OddCAD. Move on down the list. It's been moving sideways for quite some time. I did have a plan on the lower time frame, around the 1 hour time frame, to get in um, on a breakout of this and then a retest. I did get a retest, but it didn't actually push up high enough to trigger my alert before falling down. Now I'm just waiting for price to continue on down and get into this level here that's been tested multiple times. Might move this up just a hair. Just, yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see. Um, we'll see how that plays out. Uh, that's it for that. Um, it is getting kind of sloppy around here. This zone is kind of big. This next zone's pretty nice though, so I might just work with that instead of working with these ones. If price breaks through here, and then comes back and retest, then I'll look for another opportunity there. But as far as it is right now, probably with this little downtrend that's been going on, this break out of that and a push down, I would be less likely to get into a trade here. So let me go ahead and move this. I'll move this down to the lower area here, expecting price to break out. And then if price breaks back up through this area, then I might look and see what's down on the lower level, lower time frame. On NZD, same thing here. Price has been stepping down pretty nicely. These were my plans. This is my plan here recently. I'm waiting for price to pull back up into this and look for a zone there. If not, we got this zone all the way back here to the left as a possible bounce area. CHF has been falling for quite some time, so I actually went down on the 1 hour, maybe even 4 hour time frame to look at particular zones. It would be the 4 hour. This is currently the plan as it sits. I'm waiting for price to pop down lower. So I had recorded this entire thing. I say recorded. I went over this entire thing before and then realized I never pushed record. And so I had already marked up and moved and discussed this area right here. Price did pop down, but it didn't pop down far enough. And I actually had my alert up there. So now I've moved my alert back down. I need the price to pop down lower before I start looking for a pullback area. If not, if price can just shoot all the way up without creating any structure on the way up, any solid structure on the way up, I'll look for that as a sell. If it does create a high and the lower high, a higher low formation on the way up, then I'll wait for the price to break this area here, take a sell from here down here, and then work my way up with a buy there. CAD JPY, it's moving sideways, but I got two levels here that I'm working with, looking for entries there. CHF JPY is also a mess. I was able to get into a small buy down here, one to get out before price played in this area and possibly rejected there. It didn't, and would have gotten really, really nice return from that one, but closed out, be fine with that. Was looking for other entry reasons here, testing out new entry reasons. This one would have played out, but I didn't actually take this one. Just trying to see different ways to optimize, make more efficient, get better risk to reward, things of that nature. Euro AUD has been finally broken above this level here. Just wait for it to come back and retest. I do have a high level way over here back in the day. We're back in 2021, beginning of 2022 as a level for retest. So we'll see how that plays out. Euro CHF has also been moving sideways for quite some time. So I'm just waiting on these high and low levels here. Euro GBP, sideways, high and low levels. Don't even have anything marked up just because of how ugly it is and how long ago it's been. So it's like I have plenty of time before anything actually formulates here. If anything. No, I can't even use anything here. Nothing's clean enough. The only thing you might have is this right here. So that's not bad. I'll actually mark that up there. If price can get down here, probably not today. Well, not today. It'll be next week sometime. If price can get down here, look for this as a continue up. Euro NZD, waiting for price to get out of these levels here. Oh, was that Euro GBP on a lower time frame? It was, but I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. So waiting for price to break out of these because we've done nothing but bounce back and forth. This is a nice little level here, except we had this double bottom form. So waiting to see how price actually reacts. This would have been a nice sell if I was actually marked it up and annotated it there. It would have been a nice sell, and we've already been in some nice profits there, but it's not what it is. We'll see what it goes. What I'll be waiting on now is either a break above and then retest for a continuation there, or a continued break below for a continuation there. And this probably would come up to there for this level here. That's been nice. Tested. So that's what we'd go there. And lower level, really nothing. It's probably going to create some structure before it goes. It comes back up. I don't expect it to dip all the way down here without some sort of pullback. GBP AUD. This one we'd have to look down on the 1 hour time frame. This one I did pretty well. Getting out of, I think I got out of this around break even. GBP AUD. GBP AUD. Yeah, that might be it. Actually, I might have done better than break even. So yeah, so made a profit on that one. On the buys. Okay, there we go. So I was originally going to take a sell, got into buys here. The buys ended up doing fine. I should have waited and held it till it got all the way up here before my original plan was to take a sell. I took a sell here, and this was, I believe, at double lot than this one. That way I didn't have to come down as far. And then I took another buy here just on the lower time frame because everything was looking like it was lining up. Marking this up on the daily doesn't, it makes the arrows look off. But took a small buy there and then called it quits. So that one actually worked out really well. GV CAD, currently waiting for this to play out. If price does come back up quickly in a small pop area, probably Sunday or Monday, I'll look to get into a sell because we haven't really left this area. But if not, then I'm waiting for it to break and pop back up, or come all the way down here and look for an entry there. GBP CHF, waiting for it to break out of this channel here on the high side, low side. I really don't have anything outside of this zone down here. Other than that, we haven't really made any good moves. GP NZD, I was waiting for price to close underneath this level here. That's what my alert's for. It's on bar close, so it won't trigger until actually the bar closes. And then once that does, I'll set an alert back up here as a retest level, and one down here for a bounce counter trend level. NZD CAD played out really, really smoothly this past week. I took a sell from here, from one of these zones, thinking price was going to go ahead and come down. That did not work. So my next plan was to take a sell from here. Got all the way down there, closed them both, closed this one a profit and this one a little bit of loss. So all in all, I've been tracking. I mean, this isn't the monetary value, but it's 120 pips on just that trade. But yeah, there was the zone. So it's like, it was a solid zone. I thought maybe price could reject from there, especially after this strong bullish push. But it didn't actually push all the way through and came to this next level and started rejecting from there. So we'll see how what price does from here. Would expect price to either break out through this side or break to the upside, and we'll play it from there. NZDJPY, same thing. stuck in this range, waiting for price to break up or come back down. Price hasn't done anything to get out of this area here. So if price can pull away and then come back up, I might look at a sell down to this level, but we'd have to see. NZD USD, same thing, waiting for price to come down here, which is I believe a solid enough uptrend zone for this uptrend. If it comes down here, this is a relatively deep pullback. So if it comes down here, I would expect price to at least make it up here to create that double top on the daily time frame before turning around, in and around a level that or a zone that has been respected before. So it could create a double top lower than expected. But this would be a good buying position. And then if it actually makes it all the way up into this zone, a selling position. USD CHF, my alert's on for that one, but because it's near the end of Friday, probably won't get into a trade on this one. See how this one turns out Sunday and Monday. Just looking to take this break and retest down to the level. USD JPY. This is one that I also managed pretty well. Got myself out of. I think I made pretty decent profits on this one. So this one started on November 23rd. November 23rd, USD JPY. Yep, so made 38 bucks on that one. And so that was not that bad. Maybe that was the GB USD. Even made profit on that one, but it was small profit or small loss, depending on which one we're looking at. So either way, overall total, I'm at $300 profit for starting this entire thing. Don't really do much with gold. I've taken one trade before in the past, a couple trades in the past, one trade, but then managed it in the past. I don't know, just not ready for gold. These are the actual trades that I'm currently in right now that I'm still trying to manage my way out of. The whole process for me is to try to get out of these trades so I can combine these accounts into one. That way it would be easier to compound versus compounding a bunch of small accounts. So as it sits right now, some of these trades I'm in, and it's like the management has been wonky and I haven't been doing too well with it. But the idea is still the same, support and resistance, waiting for breaks of support and resistance and retest and things of that nature. So got in here, still haven't figured out why I continuously added on the way up here. I don't know if I was looking on a lower time frame. I'm not looking to go find out why. It's just a matter of how do I get out of it now. GBP JPY is the one that is the most frustrating for me, only because had I managed it properly, I would have been out of this with a good profit. I took some advice for somebody who had a different risk schedule than mine and a different trading style and a different management style, and I closed my sell. I would have gotten triggered in on this anyway, because this is where my hedging was at. But by now I would have been out of this sell and I would have taken a buy in comparison. Once the buy was triggered, I would have gotten out of that as well. With this as a small loss and this as a gain. Because I didn't get this sell, I was waiting for price to come up a little bit higher instead of closing out and looking at this. Had I actually been managing a little bit better, I would have been out of this buy and possibly in another sell. If not, then just completely out of this trade completely. Out of the trade completely with a profitable sell, profitable buy, and a small loss. But because of that, because I failed to do that, I'm still stuck in this trade. And this one is one of the ones that is hurting my equity greatly. So trying to look to get out of this trade soon. But it's not me, it's where the market's going to go. So right now I'm currently waiting for the markets to come down here for a sell. And then I'll get into a buy to hopefully take it up and capitalize on these guys here and get out of all of them. So we'll see how that works. Odd CHF, same thing here. I was in a couple trades here, and I took a sell, took a buy, ended up getting out of the sell and now taking a buy. Around here is about break even for the two buys. because I'm in double lots, not double lots, but I'm in a double position here and a single position here. So if price can get up to that area, I'll make a break even on this one and profit on this one. So we'll see how that goes. This is another one I'm trying to work my way and figure out. It's like, how do I get out of this trade? Right now it's in a mess. And it is a mess. So I really should leave it alone until I get to some cleaner areas, like this down here or this up here. But I'm still working at it, still trying to figure it out. See how that goes. Euro JPY. Euro JPY is roughly the same thing. I was in a sell, took a hedge buy, closed the buy, got into a sell. Should have closed the sells, one at a profit, one at a smaller loss, but I didn't. Don't know why. Need to get into that habit more. But then I ended up hedging a buy as well. That actually might be why I didn't close the sells. Those in a buy as well. Although it would have worked out fine. I don't know. Okay, fun times. GPUSD. Same thing. I'm waiting for this buy to come up and get me out of this buy. I believe I've secured break even around this for the sell and the buy, if not a little bit of profit. USD CAD. Same thing. Sells here. I got a buy hedge up there, waiting for price to roll over and hopefully get me out. And then odd USD. Odd USD was a mess. This one is still a mess because my hedge is so huge that it's a pain. And this was around the same time frame as GBJBY, taking somebody else's counsel on this one on how to manage it and get out and things of that nature. So I ended up closing at a huge loss here, but managing the rest of my trades out here. This was all trying to capitalize on getting out of these guys here, which never actually happened, but I was able to get out of themselves at, I believe, break even. So all in all, losses and then some break evens. So NZD-CHF, this is the one that I'm actively trading and keeping up with on my YouTube shorts. I waited for price to continue down from here. I unfortunately got triggered into a hedge buy as I was waiting for price to come back up and reject this area here. But if it continued failing down, then I would be hedged out. I do believe that if price rejects this area, that it will go up, at least to this area up here, which was not my original management. This was an additional. My original management's up here. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm currently hedging it, so it's no loss. You know, it's just a matter of time, and I'll get out of it. And then Euro USD. Another one of those. I got into hedges. I got into managing these trades and then not being able to get out of these lower trades. So I'm still playing with this one on how that will go. Odd CAD. Odd CAD's the same thing. I do need to be one of these trades I actually need to look at very carefully. I think it is this odd CAD trade because I have it marked up that this is a 0.03. Yeah, that's a 0.03, and that should not be a 0.03 stop loss. That should be a 0.01 because if price fails to stay where it's at, then I need it to just be hedged at that 0.01. Yeah, so we'll have to see how that goes. I'll have to track that. I'm going to mark that as red, no hedge set, because I don't think it's really hedged at that level as I think it is. So I need to mark that and track that. So that's all I have going on. I will keep this up and keep everything updated. My trading journal is updated. I don't believe you can see it once I actually collapse, because I like to keep just what I'm actively in being seen. if you make a copy of it, I believe then you can open it up and see where I've managed different trades and things of that nature. Um, but as it sits right now, I think if you just came to view it, you wouldn't be able to see anything. So that was one just quick in and out. And then here's another one. This is one that managed well. So yeah, it's all the same breaks and retests. That was a really small one. Breaks and retests, support and resistance, and hedging for management styles. I just want to take my butt. Yep, there we go. All because of that closed sell or close buy. Oh man. All right. Yep. Lesson learned. I'll be doing a review for myself probably this weekend. I need to see how things have been playing out for me. Look at different stuff and see how what I can do better next time. But as it sits right now, that is it. Hope you guys have a great day, great weekend. Holidays are coming up. Be blessed, be merry. And if this is your trading journey, continue on with it. Stay diligent, stay patient, have discipline, and I will see you later.